Mental health has become one of the most widely discussed issues in modern society. In the past, people often focused mainly on physical illnesses, while emotional and psychological problems received far less attention. Today, however, many experts believe that mental health is just as important as physical well-being. A person may appear healthy on the outside, but still struggle internally with emotional pain, stress, fear, or hopelessness. Because of this, understanding mental health has become essential for creating healthier communities and improving the quality of life around the world.
At the simplest level, mental health refers to emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects the way people think, feel, react, and communicate with others. Good mental health helps people manage stress, build relationships, and make reasonable decisions. On the other hand, poor mental health may lead to emotional suffering, unhealthy behavior, and serious psychological conditions. Since human emotions are complex, mental health is influenced by many factors, including family environment, social experiences, personal trauma, and lifestyle habits.
Modern life has become increasingly pressure-filled and mentally exhausting. Many people follow a stress-heavy routine that leaves very little time for rest or emotional recovery. Students often face constant academic expectations, while workers deal with long hours, financial responsibilities, and competitive environments. In addition, social media creates unrealistic standards of beauty, success, and happiness. As people compare themselves to carefully edited online images, they may begin to experience negative thinking patterns and feelings of inadequacy.
Another major issue connected to mental health is stress. Stress is a natural reaction to challenges or difficult situations, but excessive stress can become health-damaging over time. A stress-triggering environment may affect sleep, concentration, and emotional balance. For example, a person living in a highly competitive atmosphere may constantly feel mentally drained and emotionally overwhelmed. Even small daily tasks can begin to feel difficult when stress continues for long periods without proper support or recovery.
Furthermore, mental health problems are often linked to sleep-related problems. Many people who struggle emotionally experience insomnia, irregular sleep patterns, or constant tiredness. A sleep-deprived mind becomes weaker at handling emotional pressure and daily responsibilities. This creates a harmful cycle in which emotional stress causes poor sleep, and poor sleep worsens emotional suffering. Over time, this low-energy state may affect both mental and physical health.
Depression is one of the most common mental health conditions in the modern world. It is far more serious than temporary sadness. A person experiencing depression may lose interest in activities that once brought joy and satisfaction. Deep-seated anxiety, hopelessness, and dark-colored thoughts may slowly take control of daily life. In severe situations, depression can become life-threatening if proper help and support are not available.
Anxiety disorders are also becoming increasingly common. Fear-provoking situations, pressure-filled environments, and uncertainty about the future often contribute to constant worry and emotional instability. Some people experience panic attacks during which they become panic-stricken and unable to think clearly. Their hearts beat rapidly, breathing becomes difficult, and fear-driven thoughts take over completely. Although these experiences may last only a short time, they can have a strong emotional impact.
Childhood experiences often play a significant role in shaping mental health later in life. Long-forgotten trauma from difficult childhood situations may continue affecting emotional stability for many years. Emotional neglect, bullying, family conflict, or painful experiences during early development may create emotionally damaged feelings that remain hidden beneath the surface. Even when people appear calm outwardly, pain-filled memories and heartfelt emotions from the past may continue influencing their behavior and emotional reactions.
Another important factor is loneliness. Despite living in a highly connected digital world, many people feel isolated and emotionally disconnected. Online communication cannot fully replace real human interaction and emotional closeness. Some people spend long periods alone while dealing with mind-consuming thoughts and emotionally unstable feelings. Over time, isolation may worsen depression, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion.
Young people are especially vulnerable to mental health struggles. Teenagers often experience pressure from school, social expectations, family responsibilities, and uncertainty about the future. Since emotional maturity is still developing during adolescence, stress can feel overwhelming. Bullying, social rejection, and unrealistic online standards may lead to deep emotional pain. Some students become mentally drained due to constant academic competition and fear of failure.
Adults also face serious emotional challenges. Financial problems, work-related stress, relationship difficulties, and family responsibilities may create emotionally overwhelming situations. Many adults try to hide their emotional struggles because they fear appearing weak or unsuccessful. As a result, they continue living a stress-filled life while ignoring their emotional needs. This can eventually lead to burnout, exhaustion, and severe mental health problems.
Older people are not free from emotional suffering either. Retirement, health concerns, and the loss of loved ones may create psychologically difficult experiences. Some elderly people feel forgotten or disconnected from society. Without emotional support, loneliness and sadness may slowly develop into depression. Since mental health among older generations is sometimes ignored, many continue suffering silently. At the same time, mental health problems do not affect everyone equally. Highly sensitive people may react more strongly to emotional pressure, criticism, or stressful situations. What seems manageable to one person may feel deeply painful to another. This difference highlights the importance of empathy and emotional understanding. Judging emotional struggles without understanding personal experiences can create even more pain.
Another issue connected to mental health is the influence of health-damaging habits. Some people turn to alcohol, smoking, or unhealthy coping mechanisms in order to escape emotional pain temporarily. Although these habits may provide short-term relief, they usually worsen emotional and physical health over time. Instead of solving problems, they often create additional difficulties and emotional dependence.
In addition, excessive use of technology may negatively influence emotional well-being. Many people spend countless hours online, constantly exposed to stressful news, unrealistic comparisons, and mind-altering digital content. This environment may increase anxiety, insecurity, and emotional exhaustion. Continuous exposure to negative information can fill the mind with fear-driven thoughts and hopeless feelings about the future. From a larger perspective, modern society often values productivity more than emotional balance. People are encouraged to work harder, achieve more, and remain constantly busy. However, a carefully balanced life requires rest, emotional connection, and time for recovery. Ignoring emotional health in order to achieve success may eventually lead to serious mental exhaustion.
Therapy and professional support play a key role in improving mental health. Speaking openly with trained professionals allows people to better understand their emotions and experiences. Although therapy may sometimes feel time-consuming or emotionally challenging, it often helps people develop healthier ways of thinking and coping with stress. Over time, therapy can reduce deep-seated anxiety and improve emotional stability.
Medication may also be helpful in some situations. Certain mental health conditions involve chemical imbalances in the brain that require medical treatment. Mood-changing medications may reduce severe symptoms and improve emotional functioning. However, medication is usually most effective when combined with therapy, healthy habits, and social support. Support from family and friends is extremely valuable during emotionally difficult periods. A simple conversation, Emotional understanding or patient listening may positively influence someone who feels emotionally overwhelmed. People struggling with mental health problems often need compassion rather than criticism. Feeling accepted and supported can reduce loneliness and encourage recovery.
Physical activity can also improve emotional well-being. Exercise releases chemicals in the brain that support positive emotions and reduce stress. Spending time outdoors, especially in peaceful, natural environments, may help calm emotionally unstable feelings and reduce mentally exhausting stress. Nature often provides emotional comfort in ways that modern environments cannot. Creative activities are another helpful method for managing emotional pain. Writing, music, painting, or other artistic activities allow people to express difficult emotions safely. Deep thinking reflection through art may help people process pain-causing memories and emotionally heavy experiences. Creativity often provides emotional release and helps people understand themselves more clearly.
Education about mental health is equally important. Schools and workplaces should teach emotional awareness and stress management from an early age. When people understand mental health better, they become more likely to seek help and support others. Reducing stigma is essential because fear of judgment prevents many from speaking openly about emotional struggles.
Media also influences public understanding of mental health. In some situations, films and television programs spread unrealistic or harmful ideas about emotional suffering. However, media can also increase awareness by showing realistic experiences and encouraging open conversations. Tear-jerking stories about emotional struggles sometimes help viewers better understand the hidden pain experienced by others.
Another important point is that recovery from mental health problems is rarely simple or immediate. Some people improve gradually over months or years, while others experience periods of progress followed by emotional setbacks. Healing often requires patience, professional support, and personal effort. During this process, emotionally overwhelmed people may sometimes feel hopeless or discouraged, but gradual improvement remains possible.
Hope is therefore one of the most important elements in emotional recovery. Even during the darkest moments, emotional pain does not remain unchanged forever. Human emotions naturally shift over time, and support systems can help people move forward slowly. Although mental health struggles can feel spirit-breaking and psychologically difficult, recovery and emotional growth are still possible.
Another valuable lesson connected to mental health is the importance of empathy. Since emotional suffering is often invisible, it is impossible to fully understand another person's internal struggles simply by appearance. Someone smiling publicly may still carry pain-filled memories, deep anxiety, or emotionally heavy experiences internally. This reality should encourage greater patience and compassion within society.
Furthermore, mental health discussions can improve relationships and strengthen communities. When people communicate openly about emotional well-being, misunderstandings become less common. Honest conversations reduce shame and create supportive environments where people feel safer asking for help. A peace-loving and emotionally supportive society benefits everyone, not only those experiencing mental illness directly.
In conclusion, mental health is an essential part of human well-being that influences emotions, thoughts, relationships, and daily functioning. Modern lifestyles, stress-heavy routines, social pressure, loneliness, trauma, and health-damaging habits all contribute to emotional suffering and psychological difficulties. Conditions such as depression and anxiety may create mentally exhausting, emotionally overwhelming, and even life-threatening situations if ignored. Nevertheless, awareness, therapy, education, healthy lifestyles, and supportive relationships offer hope for improvement and recovery. By understanding mental health with empathy and seriousness, society can reduce stigma, support emotional healing, and create a healthier future for everyone.